So sacred music within the divine services is something that is of very ancient provenance. Before the tabernacle period, when you're talking about patriarchs Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, beyond the use of sacrifices, we don't really know much about what worship looked like at that point. But once you get into the tabernacle period, and especially the temple period, music comes to the foreground. The place where we really need to go to get a sense of the proper use of music within the services is the book of the Psalms. The word psalm is from a Greek word psalo, the verb meaning to chant or to sing. These are hymns. These are the hymns and the chants of the temple and the tabernacle period. We actually know that that's what this is because of certain annotations that exist within text. If you open the book of the Psalms, it'll say like a Psalm of David. Sometimes it'll also have a note. It'll say like the deer on the mountain or by the streams of the plains or something like that. It'll have a little annotation there. Those are model melodies so that the chanter knows, okay, it's to this psalm is sung to this melody. In our culture, we would be able to say, I could give you any document and say, sing this document to the tune of the ABCs, and you could do it because we all have that model melody in our head. When you open a chanter's book for Byzantine music, you'll notice that our hymnography continues to be structured in the same way. The Orthodox Church is the living continuity of what was happening in the tabernacle, in the temple, through the apostles and down to the present day. So we're currently in, for example, the period of the plague of the first mode. So if you're opening up the chanter's book, you could see, for example, whatever the hymn is that's being sung. You might see the first line of the resurrection of Politikion for the week, which would tell the chanter to this melody in combination with the notes and everything, the neumes, the Byzantine notes, that will tell them how to sing the hymn. The Book of Psalms is structured that way. Our hymnography continues to be structured that way. The other thing that happens when you're looking at Orthodox music is traditionally done, with a few exceptions in the world, is traditionally done unaccompanied. You don't have musical instruments. The human voice is considered to be the instrument created by God, and so it is the most appropriate to render service to him. We admit that in the Old Testament period, there were very often musical instruments mentioned in conjunction with the temple and the tabernacle period. But in the New Covenant, the most appropriate instrument is that of the human voice. Again, as with all other things, if we look at history, that hasn't always been 100% across the board, but that is the general apostolic rule.